Okay, hello. Hi, friends. I was not planning on doing this tonight. I just got finished filming Zeta Protocol for tomorrow with Pico. I have two GACs that I need to get done tonight. I'm probably only going to do one on stream. I literally 15 minutes ago started to log into Twitch and YouTube to get ready for this. And then I kind of decided, no, I don't want to. And I started the first match of GAC. And then I went back and forth and said, you know what? I'm here. I'm at my computer. I may as well do it. I enjoy spending time with people. The only thing that always seems to give me pause is the fact that I know I'm going to be up late. So we're going to try and maybe semi speed run this a little bit. I'm always lonely when my wife is not here. I get bored at home with just the cats. And so you guys are here to keep me company. And as always, my multi stream seems to be screwed up, which means that those of you that are currently on Twitch, I'm going to try really hard to not ignore you at all, but no promises. Let's see what I have here tonight. Oh, we have to put the chat up because I was filming, and we got to get the mortgage alert up, right? Because that's important. There we go. Perfect. I am happy to say that my opponent has no attacker crons. And and if I did, I probably would completely ignore this entire match. I hate attacker cron. I think it's so stupid. It pisses me off. I know that they're not going to change it. I understand that. But, it's not here right now. And so I'm going to make the most of it for my match. Lady Geek, I will hit on you every day of the week as long as your husband and you, both of you, consent to it. I've done one battle so far before I decided that I was going to jump in. It is and was my my UFU match against Ray. I have played against the Attacker Cron. I have played against the Attacker Cron in both of my matches last week. I hated both matches. It was dumb. I am not going to like these 4 months. I am going to sit in Kyber 2 and do the bare minimum on any match where that is the deciding factor. But let's get through this, shall we? I have Hondo up here. This should not be too difficult of a battle. Yeah, and oh my god, the whole Vader thing, guys, don't be assholes. Like, God, if anybody is setting that Vader team on defense, I hate you. I really do. Unfollow me or whatever. I don't care. It just don't be that person. Let's see. We have First Order, Special Forces, TIE Pilot. I don't know who the best third is here, honestly. So we're gonna just quickly check. We've got Hondo, we have Quiggled, we have Brutus going after the three of them. It seems like this will make their day bad. So let's go for it. Yeah, I'm not... Oh, I don't even know if I want to talk about it. The new Bad Batch exploit that's going around right now because, CG does not like to test their crap out. And they don't realize that as players, many of us think outside the box pretty consistently. Yeah, I don't think that this is going to be a hard match because the relic levels are not super high. But you never know. I'm convinced that Relic Delta is not working correctly, and we could see some shenanigans go on here. Boom. Dead. Perfect. Now, this is where I would love to throw it on auto, but SLKR is really stupid when he plays by himself. So we can't do that. I think SLKR killed both of them. Yep. So should be nice and easy. I mean, Nick, that depends. That depends on your account. Afra might be really freaking good after IG90, especially. So is that the only thing you have left to do, right? Like, is that the best use of your, is that the best use of your stuff? Maybe, but it depends on your account. Zavor, I believe, I am pretty sure that it does have to hit to get that siphon to work out correctly. I think I saw somebody saying that somewhere, but that is not fact checked at all. Dude, so Tico, man, I'm telling you, I really want a full-on whale on Yoda and Chewie. I support stupid characters. If a character is dumb, I want to support it. So I'm like really thinking about going all out. I might break out the credit card, honestly, and I hate myself for that. Tarful to R7 was able to auto the TB mission. I have not had that same luck being able to auto it. I do the mission, and if I auto it, like, half of the time, I will get one of two. Yeah, it's Zavor. I will always say Zavor. I will say Zavor every single time. Beautiful. Nice. Egnards is a sellout. Hey, listen. I will sell out. I got a mortgage to pay. I don't fucking care. Selling out is just saying, yes, I value things over this game. I might wail on it. It is a very strong possibility. We're going to bounce around a little bit. Don't hate yourself, hate Phil. Why can't we hate both? This shouldn't be too hard with JML. It's not too bad. I guess we should stay on the bottom. I like to use JMK here because it's easy and we don't really need JMK anywhere else. You wailed on the Gungan faction too. I soft wailed on the Gungan faction. It was full on saved crystals for Gungans. I did not spend any crystals. I did not make any purchases for that. This should be fine. A Chewy and Pork team. I'm not a big fan of Menace Guy. I just like stupidity. And I know that that sounds ridiculous. I like dumb. And to me, Jar Jar is dumb. I love the fact that Jar Jar is dumb. And I am all in on something dumb. I would have preferred Jar Jar to be like a conquest character so that I wouldn't have had to have full-on gone into all of the Gungans. But I did it. It set me back about 90,000 total crystals. At the time that Jar Jar was announced, I had about 50,000 crystals saved up. So I had to save up the rest during the interim era time. Okay, come on. Let's let... There we go. The thing I hate about this battle is that sometimes they take out Cat, and then it's like, alright, well, I guess I have to two-shot it. I love my Gungan team, and I told you, I'm bringing them all to R10. It's happening. Karthik agreed to fund it, but I think he was joking, so I'm not gonna like reach out to him and be like, hey, were you joking? Because that's a lot of money. So I'm gonna do it myself. Posted a 2068. See, I told you, man. I told you, it's a short-term thing. We're getting kind of close. Need this Curse of Tan to go down. I have so much armor shred on this team, right? Or not armor shred, armor penetration. Press him. I'm not gonna press him about it because that's kind of dickish. It's a lot of money to expect somebody to fork over for stupidity. I know. Phil is a piece of shit for not R10ing his Wampa, and I heard that Scribe did R10 his Wampa. I did not confirm that with him, but like it shows a true OG. If you're gonna really say that Wampa is king, use your R10 on Wampa and stop being a loser. Screw Phil. My Jar Jar went to R10 literally immediately. All right. What is the cheapest way to do this? They fixed Jocasta, yes, and we are getting another run of Nightfall, and I am here for it. Fulcrum, is this a Fulcrum Cron? I'm assuming that's Fulcrum, okay. Now, Fulcrum Cron is new, so I'm a little bit scared of it. My Queen Amidala is still on defense. I did not change my defense at all. Should I have? Yeah, sure. Will I make that mistake again in the future? Yeah, probably. 10% defense, health, steal, and 10 speed until the end of the encounter. Critically hits. Oh, this is actually old, so I can put on that there is a level 9 Datacron. And we can look at this. It looks like Darth Bane still takes it out pretty nicely. Darth Bane with Sith Assassin. I'm liking it. I can figure out how to do Third Sister after that. That's not that big of a deal. I am a little bit scared of Relic Delta because I think that it is behaving a little bit unpredictably. I am very on that train. I've seen some weird things. Let's do this. And let's just hope for the best, I guess. It's always when I'm feeling confident. Like last GAC, I lost my match because I set Profundity to auto. And Profundity did not beat Executor on auto like it has done every other frickin' time. So that was a fun learning experience. And it was the reason that I lost GAC. I was not happy about it. Still took out the Executor, but I lost enough points there that I will not be autoing that battle again, at least until the next time I auto that battle again. Yeah, Ali, I gotta work tomorrow too. I gotta teach. I gotta work, but I know what you mean. I understand. Teacher life is like that. I get it. That's kind of why I maybe wasn't gonna log on, because I wasn't sure. I didn't really want to stay up late. Did we win the battle? No, we did not win the battle. Of course we didn't win the battle. Sure, Kaz, I will help you in that. There we go. Come on. Let's get through this one nice and fast. I like speed GAC. He's a phony. Everybody should DM Fat Phil with the phony gif or meme from Family Guy. You're a phony. Let's see. Rush through. What do we got going on here? Nothing that looks too bad. I don't have to work tomorrow. Semester is done. Fuck you, man. All right, we are going to 501st this. Nice and easy. I should not even need this, Datacron. You're a phony. I think we could safely auto this one, right? This is a match that I think we're going to have in the bag, and I mean, that's what's going to be the death of me, is when I screw it up. I think this guy forgot to set his DCs. He doesn't really actually have that many DCs, so he's probably not the most, like, the craziest GAC player. We are going to come back to that back wall, because we're going to underman what we can underman. I'm not in K1 anymore, DTK, or Dan, I should say. I am in K2 right now, because my last week was not good to me. I lost that one match on that Profundity auto, and my last match, I got spanked. He just had so many attacker crons, and I couldn't take out anything with my normal teams, and it was really really pissing me off. Okay, we're gonna do that. We health, tenacity. I meant to put this team on defense. I think I forgot to put it on defense. My bad. So, no, it doesn't have what I want. Something with protection. Some extra protection. Not 5%. Well, the turn meter. I'll take the turn meter. I will tell you, Dr. Plague, that it is a great investment to do that. That is a beautiful team to go after early on. Let's get this Maz out of the way. This is also another battle that you can't auto, because you have to make sure that you don't use the death mark move. No, now I can auto it. Nice. No, that is a beautiful farm to do. You did right there. Are we really not going to do our move? Okay, I guess I have to... Jesus. Jedi Knight Cal does not like to use his smart moves. Balin, do I have Jabba? I do. How much can I get away with here? I do like to Jabba this team. Balin, Shin, Marak. Let's say no Datacron, because it doesn't matter. I'm assuming I need all three. Looks like I need all three. Ooh. That Boba Dengar Zam team actually says 85% chance of winning with that Kron. But I don't really need... Like, that's not going to make my life easier. So let's just play it safe. My whole thought is on an alt farm, an alt account, always have fun. If you're going to have an alternate account, always prioritize fun for that account. Always, every single time. Unless, of course, your original account is fun, then you prioritize the other. they had a level 3 DC, so I just didn't feel like throwing a DC on. I didn't feel like it would fundamentally change the battle for me. Come on. Let's get going. Let's finish this up. There we go. Might start a second account, have to R9 every team I build before moving on to the next team. That is going to be you're going to be spending a lot of time on those one teams, especially early on. I don't I don't know if that's going to be a very fun challenge for you. Let's see. I think the teams that I am most worried about, I'm not really worried about anything back here. I am slightly worried about Great Mothers, but I have a lot of options still, so it shouldn't be a problem. I want to take out the teams I'm most worried about first so that I don't use anything option-wise. It's only got a level 3 DC. We're going to keep Bo-Katan for the Gungans. Let's do... I never have luck with the Malgus team. The Malgus team always screws me there. I could do Leia here just for the hell of it. But if I do Leia here... do Leia just to knock it out. So if I do Leia there, then with Third Sister, 7th, and Grand Inquisitor... Dan, man, you know I'm babysitting another account right now, and it is the worst. I honestly hate it. It is so terrible to do. That's interesting. Those two things aren't going to mean anything to me. Having to juggle a second account right now is probably one of the worst things that I have to deal with in the game right now. Let's see. Okay, so I think just because we can, we are going to come in here with Leia because we can. User's account. He had some real life stuff that needed to be taken care of, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll take care of it for a little while for you. Sure, let's do that. Why not? Last week on my first match against a guy named Sexual Tyrannosaurus, I used Ahsoka with Drogon and R2, and it was like the worst feeling in the world. I felt so stupid. Thankfully, I still won that match. But it got... And I full cleared. But it got scary. Dead. There we go. Now, for Third Sister, Insights is telling me that Malgus, Malik, and Revan seem to work. And I'm kind of curious about that. 95% of the time? Oh, I don't even have I put them on defense. I got to take those guys off of defense. Damn it. I was kind of curious to try that. What about C with just Watt? C Watt only 54% of the time. C, Watt, and Sith Empire Trooper 96% of the time. All right, let's do it. Separatist, Watt. I know. Oh, well, that's who I put him in with. Was Revan with Mission and Zalbar probably. They've been on defense for a long time. Honestly, having to play the two accounts right now, they are running together. And not in a great way. Do I have this? Let's do it. I have a feeling that this can be autoed. But I also kind of don't want to auto it just in case. I will be the... Isn't it past my bedtime? It very much is, E-Ray. It is very, very much past my bedtime. I should be in bed right now watching Only Murderers in the Building so that I can get through that show. There we go. Okay. We're just kind of speeding through it so that I can get a nice early night tonight, so I don't have to worry about anything crazy. And let's check out this level 5 Mon Mothma. Let's see what we're looking at. Mon. We got Luthen and we got Kyle. Afra's 60%. That's interesting. We can't lay at it, obviously. Jawa. Oh, I don't have the Jawa Omicron Datacron all the way up right now. Radis, Jyn Erso, and K2SO have a 98% chance. I'd like to use them anywhere. Did I somewhere else? Did I take... I did take these guys, I think. No, I did not take them off defense. I already used 501st GLS. I had to use them against Tuskens. We don't do things easy here. We do things the hard way here on this GAC. That's just the way things work here. Always the hard way. Always hard all the time. Yes, Lady Geek, that means exactly what you think it means. Let's see. How do we want to do this? All right. What do I want to do? How are his mods? They're like okay. Well, Luthen's mods are good. Kyle's mods are okay. Mandalorian. I could do Mandalorian, and then I could do something else against Gungans. I think we might do that. Let's... 80% there. Do... I think I have that on defense. Isn't this so much fun? I'm looking through something that you guys can't see right now. I've got the Fuck You Bones song stuck in my head. Fuck you, Bones. DTMG, no. All right, what do we got? Jedi Master Mace Windu. Can he do this? I 80% against Gungans. How good is his Gungan team in this back wall? Gungan team is okay. It's got pretty okay mods. It doesn't have a Datacron. So let's do that then. So let's go here. Let's take Mandalorians. There we go. Jacob, how's it going tonight? Let's go to this one. Who are my Mandalorians for this? Grogu and Beskar. Okay. Beskar, Grogu. Do I need a Datacron? It looks like I do not need a Datacron at all. I know, I know, but you know what? I'm feeling good about this match, and I've been playing well. If I wasn't playing well, I would maybe risk that. I can't take that risk right now while playing pretty decently. Right back. Because why not? Good. Kyle's down again. He'll be back up in a minute, right? I can't blame them for setting this on defense because I do the same thing. Boom. Done. You just wanted to flex for me. I always listen. These guns of steel, man. I honestly don't really know the Lightspeed tokens that are coming out. That is, I know Nooch put out a graphic for that. I only know that I'm getting some free tokens. That's really all that I know. And most of them go right into, not the trash, but most of them go to that place where I get some extra stuff. Let's see. Jedi Master Mace. So it looks like Ayla has the highest win rate, but my Ayla is pretty low. Do I need the... I should have... Oh, no. It doesn't look like I need the Temple Omicron. Let's see what we got here. I could probably just use an Attacker Cron because I don't really... Unless I set my one Attacker Cron on defense. Which I did. Did you get to use the R6 one today? Yes, I did. I used my R6 on I think Shore Trooper because I don't really have a need otherwise. Guess let's do this. Let's do this because I get 15% health and damage. Token for Balin or for Jabba. I gotta look at your account again, Snorlax, to fully determine what the best use case is for you, but I think Jabba is just one of those super important characters for people. You took CTPO to R10. I fucking respect that, E-Ray. I do. I really, really do. That to me is beautiful. I am pro taking a stupid character to R10. Come on. There we go. love that AoE. It's going to help me get through this. I think we're good as long as I don't get hit with this stupid attack. How was I able to do that? Is that something that I don't know about this team? Is that they're able to bring them down and do that damage? Rock Gunner, I think that I think that when it comes to MK2, I love the MK2 changes. I really do. And I understand that there feels like there's a bottleneck at that point, but I think that players need to relic less broadly, and they'll be able to more quickly get up their current farm without having to move on to the next farm. So I think overall it might slow you down a little bit for the long term, but it's going to speed you up in the short term, if that makes sense. And players are going to need to figure out where that right balance is. But I also think that if you're at about 5 million GP, that when it comes to Coliseum, your best use case in Coliseum is going to be lightspeed tokens. So while you may feel like you are more stuck right now because you want to do this, that, and the other thing, the reality is that you can also use those tokens to bring characters up through alternative means as well. Just have to buy, yeah, well, I think signal data is like the big thing right now. I think players need to invest in their signal data more than anything else, because I am hurting for it. But I am personally only buying blue signal data, and I am letting the other stuff accrue through the other means throughout the game. Sorry, my wife is on a business trip and she was texting me. In some cases, the Erodium Lightspeed tokens, yes, I think that there is a nice way over time for you to build up those characters in the backgrounds, because I don't think R10 is fundamentally going to do very much for you right now. And I think that that's kind of an important thing that players need to keep in mind when they're at the lower end, instead of hoarding their Coliseum materials. Now, as you start to get into the end game, that does obfuscate a little bit, because you have to figure out what is the cutoff point where you decide, hey, I need to start investing in Relic 10. We're going to say that there is no Datacron on this team, and we've got some interesting results here. Enoch is a nice one. Okay, let's do it. I think that that's the way to do it. I think that that's the way to do it, Rock Gunner. And I think that over time, you're going to kind of view that as being fundamentally the better system for you. I don't know. Let's throw this Kron on because we can. I don't think that that's going to the thing is, E-Ray, is unless CG fucks us and says, hey, you need 4 R10s for this next character, which I don't think that they're going to do. I think it would be a mistake for them to do that. I think that you're going to be in a position where once they announce, hey, you need this 1 R10 for this thing, that you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to say, all right, I got to hoard for this. And if you're not in a position to be able to hoard for that, you might not even be in a position to day one unlock that thing. I'm not really worried about R10 as a requirement. And that shows when I'm buying Jar Jar. And my next one is either going to be Wampa, or it's going to be another Gungan, almost definitely. And I'm an efficient player, so I'm not saying it's the smart thing to do, but I am saying that I am not worried. Again, no Datacrons. We could do that. This works. Wampa works 35% of the time still. Interesting. We could do Maul. Maul would probably work here. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon seems to work. Though I am concerned because my Moff Gideon himself is only 3. Screw it. Let's see what happens. I already have our 10 Jar Jar. I did it. I did it literally right away. That was a no-brainer thing for me. Like, without even thinking about it. I don't really think it has to do with how you're placing in Coliseum as much as maybe you think that it does. Because I think that if you're in a position to day one something, you are probably placing fairly well in Coliseum. And if you're not in a position to day one something, you will be able to hoard those materials by the time you need it. Okay, we can see, like, I have my Fungan R10 Jar Jar Binks. I am willing to bet that I was the first one to do it. I don't know if Calvin did it, but I was, as far as I know, the first, if not at the very least one of the first to do it. All right, let's see what these ships are looking like. All meta fleets, always fun, right? Always fun. Like this, it's dumb, is what it is. How do we want to go about this? I have all 3. But he's going to have Rogue One. This is going to be really annoying. Yeah, I did it right away. All right, I am going to... Because the annoying thing is, I feel like I have to mirror everything. Because I'm not as well versed in the profundity off-meta stuff. Or the Leviathan, right? So that's why we're doing it this way. It's something interesting happened to me in my fleet climb today also, where I actually timed out in doing my fleet climb, which I have never seen happen, at least since the Scimitar changes. Let's see, Scimitar, yes. While that's happening, we are going to check over to ships. Battles. Lead. Profundity. Yeah, everybody's using that. Malevolence, 30%. Executor obviously doesn't work. Radis works 50% of the time. That's interesting. I think I might have to attempt the off meta on the Executor. Because I always get screwed when I mirror Executor. And I don't want to get screwed. There we go. give you guys the sound back. M3, man, I wish, like, I could tell you to have them talk to me, or if you knew their Discord, I would reach out for you, but I don't know their Discord, and it's just really annoying to me. It really pisses me off when people are that adversarial. Get screwed. It's definitely not a good idea to get screwed when my wife is out of town. No, it is not. Let's see. What is the off meta here with the triple attacker? Punishing one. Xanadu and Razor Crest. The one that works best. We could do the same thing. This is R9. So he's going to go first. That is exactly what happens. The wife is out of town and I get lonely. That is 75%. This is only 40% because people don't know how to play it correctly. It looks like this one. I think I know what we have to do. Dynasty. I know what we have to do. We have to. Where is it? No, not this. We need to throw a Bit Dynasty video on and figure this out.
Welcome to another Fleet Guide video. So yesterday I showed you how to use it, because obviously
I have not had to do this in a long time.
Taunting, we can just, you know, mass attack and gun down punishing one very quickly. So speaking of punishing one, depending obviously on starting from his
we know.
5 hits, punishing one gains bonus turn meter, goes before your negotiator, because you don't want punishing one going after your negotiator, because then it'll just dispel all your valor and you lose the fight. Punishing one lose stars, you know.
Okay. All right.
Endurance,
come on, Bit. I love you, man. I do. But I just want
power damage, buff immunity,
negotiator.
And then depending on the battle, you may bring a Soka or Plow depending on the situation. So yeah, that's the fleet. Sorry, in the endurance video, I forgot to show you the fleet. So these are kind of the relic levels on my palettes. Relic 8 to negotiator. Showing you Marauder is all relic 5. 5's Rex, Relic 7, Ahsoka Relic 9, because, you know, I'm getting ready for Galactic version of Ahsoka, Anakin Relic 7, Plo Relic 9, Deck it 1, obviously battles, just that we can see a little bit different RNG and how things play out.
Okay, we are going to try to follow along with this video as we're doing it, so let's see. Have it exactly as he put it.
So the starting sequence will always be the same. Punishing one goes and obviously targets your Rex. Always. Because I guess Rex is the squishiest. I don't know. Or 5s will go for one, then punishing one no matter. Put a base Rex over on punishing one faster. 5s always just put a basic over on punishing one. Then they will take down Rex. Maybe get a couple of turns in there. That's fine. There we go. And then we just go all out on punishing one. There we go, doing some big hits. Then we're going to go ahead do here AoE. And because we got Valor, we got a critical chance. So now we can actually apply ability blocks when we crit. From my testing, this crits every single time. So obviously we got ability blocks out there, which is nice. And here I made a misplay. I should have targeted Xanadu Blood, because now Xanadu Blood will hang around for too long and this will cause some complications down the road. But I'm still showing you this battle that I misplayed, just so that you can see how powerful
I don't think I need this anymore. I think we are good now. I mean, I know he's going to throw out Houndstooth next, right? But even if I die, even if I lose here, I can easily clean this up. Now I know because I said that I got this now that I'm going to lose. That's okay. I'm willing to accept that. Okay. Not so bad. Of course. We have target on a bunch of them. I want target dispel enemy. We are gonna take out Ahsoka because it's probably the wrong thing to do. But that's okay. I don't like fleets. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate fleets? Probably very much misplaying this. Ugh. It really is. You remember a time in the meta where Houndstooth was basically like Houndstooth is it. Right? Like it was, oh, the recommended synergy is Houndstooth. All right, now we have to go after this. I don't know if this is still gonna work. Has anybody tried this with throwing in the Imperial tank now with Rogue One? Let's see if anyone else has tried it. Profundity. 2, 3. And let's say with Profundity. 1, 2, 3. Is anybody? Yes, it looks like that still works. No, I know in the old thing Bomber worked. I wasn't sure if it still works in the new with the new ship. That's what I was just looking for. That is not the correct ship. That is the correct ship. This is how we used to do the mirror in the old days. Back in the dark times. Always like doing this. Of course, we never get the assist. Assist never comes out when you want it to come out. No more assist. That's what I hate about Profundity, is it is so reliant on whether you get assists or not. Okay, now we're stealthed. Let's do the same. I guess not. I mean, I guess this is all for nothing because I could have just done Executor before. Yeah, but Ghost came out too. Easy, right? Easy. Beautiful. Excellent. We did all of GAC in under an hour, which is beautiful. We got our banners. We did, it's not great, 2032, but you know what? I will take it. Honestly, my opponent drops once and they are done. That's all I need to worry about. I was thinking about doing the other GAC on stream, but like I said, this was a speed round. I want to get that done as quickly as I possibly can, and I'm probably going to do half of it tomorrow morning. So thank you for joining me for a super, super, super fast stream. Brunch this Sunday. We are going to be unveiling two new secrets, two exciting things during brunch, so don't miss that. And we will probably do a double GAC that night when my wife, because she comes back for the weekend and then is leaving Sunday. And we will probably end up doing a double GAC because I will be bored at home. So guys, peace out. Thank you for joining me. Super quick.